Thaumaturge. Oh. It's odd. Very odd. Welcome. Welcome, my good friends. Mmm. Mmm. Alright. Welcome, my good friends. We are going to be playing the Thaumaturge. Let's get that Slavic magic into action. Actually, you know what? Alexa, turn off the light. Let's make it nice and dark, too. Alexa, turn off the light, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, nudity. Oh, my. We'll leave it for now. Come on, because, I mean, come on. It's a video game. Who cares? As long as it's not too bad, I guess. Is there subtitles? Okay, subtitles enabled. Okay, cool. We're good. Let us play the Thaumaturge. Locals say the station is haunted at night. The station manager. Oh. Thaumata is a word deriving from Greek. It means miracles. A Thaumaturge or a temperamental is one able to discover secrets lingering in persons or places. They recognize flaws or stigmas imprinted on the human psyche and can bring them to the surface. Are they a doctor of souls? It is impossible to fully name the essence of a thaumaturge without being born one. Whoa. Gatorade really do be a thirst quencher. Fool's Fury. So I don't know if Fool's Fury has made any other games, but I know they made this one. And it's been on my radar for a while now. I played the demo and I really liked it.
For years I've been seeing you in my dreams. And lately, more and more. I know it's you, but I can no longer recognize your face. I don't know if I'd recognize you if I saw you.
Yeah, I remember playing the demo and I really liked it.
Hasn't worsened much since you last wrote. I can hardly imagine what a nightmare you're going through. Remember, you're not alone.
So I'll be honest, I love any game that is able to help me connect to my Slavic brethren like this.
I haven't said a word to him about your search or your health, just as you requested.
Man, they got some drip on them, though.
He doesn't know your intention, and with God as my witness, he'll not find out from me. I know you think the only thing that can help you is a miracle. But such itinerant miracle workers, preachers, and folk mystics often take advantage of those in grave condition who are desperate or seeking help. I hope the man you're pursuing can actually ease your mind. But if not, remember that in the end, we will find a way to help you. Just because we can't see it now does not mean it doesn't exist. Send word as soon as you get there. I want to know you are safe. with as much love as I have. Dikia.
Yeah. I kind of want that jacket. I really want that jacket. It's so nice looking. Mm. So I'll be honest. I did take an edible before playing
Could
this,
you spare a
before
moment for me?
streaming. So
I'd like to send a telegram.
Of course. Pardon me, sir, but are you feeling all right?
Yes, thank you.
You're not looking your best.
Thank you.
What's your message?
uh, hmm. I want to play a trick on him.
Take this down, please. Arrived. Very beautiful views. People honest at first glance. Sincerely, your barely living cripple.
I didn't mean to cause offense.
Well, then strike that, please. Take this down, please. Arrived. I think I have found him. I hope he will receive me. I will write as soon as I am able.
And payment?
On receipt.
Anything to add at the end?
Please add, my love to you, my sister.
Touching. From whom?
My name is Viktor Szulski. S-Z-U-L-S-K-I. And Viktor with a W, not a V.
Victor.
Interesting name. Where's this headed?
Warsaw. Russia.
And this is supposedly Georgia. Russia here and Russia there. Russia everywhere. On every map.
Maps change. I know. Let's get on with it.
Pardon?
I was talking to myself. Which way to the village?
The coachman is picking up the mail. Maybe he'll give you a ride.
Thank you.
Loony.
What, you don't talk to yourself sometime? Transquas. I can move freely. Yes, can I help you? Yes. Perception. Oh, I love how it's a snap of the finger. Last letter. Dear Antoni, it feels like ages have passed since your last letter. Or maybe it's just the winter that makes everything good and warm seem distant. As you can guess, the life of an exile does not spoil me. Years ago, I was uprooted from my homeland and sent to a foreign land among foreign people to fight under the Russian banner. And how am I today? I live among the people who hate me. I'm losing my health and my mind and cultivating the land I fertilize with blood and flesh of its sons, and I can't leave here. I can't stop reminiscing. Death seems to be the only means of escape. Please pray for me. Constanti. P.S. I don't think this letter will make it through the censorship, but if it does, please tell Anielka that the thought of her brought me solace until the very end. Dear Yunko, please stop with the gentry snobbery and listen to what I tell you. Times are changing. You can no longer rely solely on property ownership. The peasants are different now, and it is not at all clear how things will turn out in the coming years. You just have to look. Wherever you turn, you hear about revolts and peasant guerrillas going on the lords with pitchforks. We have to protect ourselves. Have something on the side. Some business that will allow us to live with dignity. That is why I'm telling you for the last time, go to the bank in Tiflis and take a loan against half of our assets in the Caucasus. Invest in the oil business in Baku. The railroad is already getting there, and the world needs kerosene. You need to act. I will send you all the documents and authorizations. Don't delay any longer. Greetings, Lou. Perception. As a thaumaturge, you possess exceptional perception. You can see things that are hidden from sight. You can anticipate the enemy's actions. You can follow traces of emotions, thoughts, actions, and words. And you can reach your goal easier. Blessed be our Lord. What's that book tucked in his belt for? No, that's life in the countryside for you. Ooh, hey, look, another letter. The Tiflis Herald. The tragic events of August 29th have cast a shadow on the city of Tiflis, leaving it in deep mourning. Yesterday's rally, where reform proposals set out by Minister Alexander Bulgian were to be discussed, was brutally interrupted by Cossack troops that stormed inside the municipal board building. Armed Cossacks entered the conference room, wreaking havoc. In the turmoil, 60 people were killed and over 100 were injured. People are shocked at another instance of unjustified aggression against the nation of Georgia. Many believe more mass strikes are inevitable. You are the coachman.
Hello. Are you going to the village by any chance?
Hello there. Where else? There's nowhere to go here, sir. The station, the village, and the cemetery. That's all. A horse can't go any higher.
The village is what interests me.
Well, if you've got reason to be there, climb in.
So is it just locals living in the village?
Who else would want to live in a shithole like this?
I actually meant, is there anyone visiting, a guest?
Ah, you came for some healing. Well, he's no guest here. He's been here months, my friend. The people are tormented, so he's sure got folks to heal.
Where might I find him?
I bet he's still in the tavern. He prays this time of day. Oh, he prays a heck of a lot. You getting in, or what?
Yes. Thank you.
I'd be grateful.
Always nice to have someone to shoot the breeze with.
Everyone crosses themselves and spits over their shoulders at the mere mention of prologue, hoping for the better.
Nothing to see around here. This is everything. Hard to get lost in this place. Head to the tavern over there, past the little square, up the steps. They'll tell you where the preacher's at. Or this time of day, he'll be there himself.
Thank you.
Let us explore a little bit. Okay, can't go that way. Heart, mind, deed, and word. Upir. Perfect. So we have gambling, relaxation, deep work. Interesting. Dimension. So heart, dimension, force, heart is one. Force mind, force deed, and force word. Wait. I see journal. Entries. Conclusions. Story. There you go. We got law. Let us read. Let's go back to that. Salutors. They have many names. When Latin was in fashion, a wise man called these creatures newcomers. In popular beliefs, they are sometimes called demons, or angels, ghosts, or even deities. I do not know where they come from. They reflect the beliefs and superstitions of people from different regions. Even though those people themselves cannot see them, highly sensitive individuals, like artists, are sometimes able to see their manifestations. Wild saluters change their whereabouts as they follow people's flaws. People travel more these days. Once in St. Petersburg, I saw a sphinx. Hmm, flaws. Someone's burden can be a thaumaturge's treasure. A flaw is a lasting hidden beauty that is imprinted on the human soul by something traumatic or routine. Many people have them. I am not exception. My inborn flaw is pride, a flaw of the heart dimension that I gifted to an Upir a long time ago. This is how all saluters function. Those still untethered follow a flaw hidden in someone nearby. By confronting that person using the right arguments, I can bring out the flaw and then take it over, making a pact with the wild saluter, unite with it in theory. All my previous attempts have failed. My grimoire. I like to write and sketch in it, and my Upir lives in it. If you are reading this, I'm sorry. Teenage boys should not keep a journal. I got my grimoire from my father. It is a thaumaturgist tool, a way to make pacts with saluters. For me, it is also a journal, and sometimes a sketch pad. Traces. A trace is someone's personal imprint on an object, like a personal aura. One cannot always recognize it. Sometimes a trace isn't imprinted on a particular object. That's normal. I can tell where I have seen the trace before, and once I meet its owner, I am always certain about who has interacted with the item. Nothing can be kept secret. Centuries ago, when thaumaturgy was only beginning to be placed within scientific framework, the term dimension was chosen to categorize the subjects it's dealt with. Heart is all that involves emotions. Word is all that is said. Mind is all that is thought or hidden in memory. Deed is action, physicality. Each dimension is connected to an area of human experience, a kind of salutor, and a type of intention imprinted on objects. And then we know about thaumaturgy. Oh, but here we go. There's more to it. Thaumaturgy comes from the Greek word for miracle working. Father would fume that another term for our abilities, temperomancy, was not as popular. Thaumaturgy is a different, deeper kind of comprehension of the world, seeing the most secret emotions, hearing the unspoken words, the ability to glimpse into someone's thoughts. I do not wish to be someone else, even though my power has always gotten me into trouble. My peers were afraid I will discover their secrets, and adults lowered their voices when I entered the room. Such is life. In the end, I learned how not to startle people around me and how to keep their secrets to myself. Every youngster endowed with powers goes through with that. A thaumaturge, having made a pact with a saluter, is also able to manipulate human thoughts, words, deeds, and emotions. Intent. Usually the information hidden in objects isn't left there on purpose. People tend to do so unwittingly. Thaumaturges do the opposite. They put their intent into traces deliberately. It is a convenient and unobtrusive way to communicate without attracting unnecessary attention. And the thaumaturge's inborn ability to peek under the surface of things. It doesn't depend on the day of the week, nor the number of salutors one possesses, only on the level of one's ability. For a powerful thaumaturge reading this, well, that is not a problem. I must say it happens rather spontaneously, and constantly involves intruding on another's privacy. There are things I'd rather not know, and some I wish I could forget. Manipulation. Once a thaumaturge is tied to a salutor, they can use its power of manipulation in the dimension the salutor belongs to. A powerful thaumaturge can freely manipulate the emotions, words, thoughts, or deeds of other people. Upir allows me to manipulate the heart dimension. My revolver. The only truly useful thing I took from home. Reliable. Until now. I cannot remember how it ended up in our house. That is what my banishment started with. How dramatic it sounds. The outcast's revolver. The gunslinger in exile. Nonsense. Hello. There we go. It sometimes doesn't want to work. Ah, Upir. My first salutor. He came to me more than 15 years ago, and I offered him my heart and the flaw of pride I carry. By trying to capture others, I fell into a spiral of torment and exhaustion that cost me my connection to Upir. I can no longer use his power, nor ever fully see him. We are both shadows of our old selves. I cannot help him, but I've heard of someone who can. Paimon, you are so beautiful, fallen angel, full of grace, energy, and color. I thought that you would become my teacher, that you would open the world of philosophy, art, and magic to me, that together we would discover the secrets of Earth's elements and the secrets of people's hearts. And that would become something more, that having as many as 2 saluteurs, I would reach for what is available only to the strongest. Instead, you broke me. You brought nightmares and visions that crushed my mind to dust. Because of you, I am nothing but a shadow. Oh, oh. It does it for a second. And family. There's me. If anyone finds this, please send it to Victor Suzulski. People lose all sorts of things. Anything can happen. It feels odd to write about oneself. I was born of Almaty on September 22nd, 1875, in Warsaw, under the Tsar's rule. 15 years ago, I made a pact with my first salutor, Upir. Then, with his help, I tried to help my friend. It didn't work out. My father was furious. He sent me to my mother, to Paris. Then I did a lot of stupid things. I almost lost my powers and connection to Peter. Now here I am, broken, alone. My only hope is a traveling mystic, such as life. Stanislaw Zulski. My father and Fabatage, even my mother was sick of him after a few years of marriage, so she left. I was the only one to inherit these powers. But it didn't bring us any closer. When my powers were revealed, he sent me to Paris. That's something I will never forgive him for. My dear sister Ligia. She's the only person I truly miss while I'm away. We're twins, so there's always been a special bond between us. I haven't seen her for years. Currently, I know her from the letters we exchange. And that's where we are. Don't feel like reading that web. Can we get that last bit? There we go. The Russian Empire. Yes. Thaumaturgy belong. Oh, let's see. Oh, there we go. And then there's us. Planned attack. Quick attack. Damage. Influence is strong attack. Okay. Flaw. Many people have flaws, but only thaumateurs are aware of their existence. These are blemishes on a personality created as a result of the turbulent experiences. They attract salutors and allow young thaumateurs to make a pact with their first salutor. Your flaw is pride. You nurture it by making the right choices to impact the course of events in the future. One occasion, but also get me out of it. Pure follows this flaw. Increases hard to mention. Oh. Oop here. Dude, he looks cool. Dope ass motherfucker. Grimoire. Some money. Passport and a Magna M1, M1885 revolver, 6-round cylinder. Nice. Meow. Examine. Protective charms made of strings, sticks, and feathers. Supposed to protect the residents from the influences of evil powers. Proletariat Brozola. Soon! Proletariatis Brozola. Soon the day will come when the people will throw off their hated shackles. With one stroke of the mighty arm hardened by work and struggle with misery, they will get rid of the despised Tsar. May the recent events so agonizing for many be a torch that will kindle the flame of a just revolution. It will only take a few people to raise their heads proudly and abandon their work for the flame to become an inferno that will consume the press and cleanse our lands. It is already happening. Workers in major cities are preparing for action. The country folk are also joining the fray. The hour of trial is upon us.
You guys already got what's yours this week.
Molchat, we're here to keep order and that don't come free. It's getting colder, so the price is getting higher.
Hey, T. Nice boots. Are they warm?
Aye, indeed.
Actually, I have particularly warm boots. Thanks.
And sooner or later, these might kick their arses.
Don't tempt me, Luca. Don't tempt me. Give me a sec. Got to sort out formalities with this tourist.
It's your snummy. We are the Tsar's soldiers. Those don't look like soldiers' faces. Closer to thieves.
I don't think he'll talk to us voluntarily.
You are right. The victory conditions. When your enemies lose all their health points, you win the fight. The enemy's health points are shown on the bars below their feet, while your health points are represented by a bar in the bottom left corner of the screen. Deserter. Deserter. Ooh, this one has more health. Fugitive has more health. Because he has more health. Let's see, let's go. Let's go with planned attack. Ouchies! My stomach. Yeah, mother. Ouchies. Actions Q. Perception allows you to anticipate. Perception allows you to anticipate the enemy's actions. To find out what they are planning, unfold the actions cues at the top of the screen. Skill speeds. Each skill has its own speed. The slower skills are more powerful but require preparation, bringing the risk of an enemy attacking first. Ah! So let's do that. Quick little punch. And for him, do that. That'll take him out.
Serge the Ruski is right. They won't report us. They'll be too embarrassed to admit some cripple got the better of them.
Damn right. Yeah, you like that shit? We could pet the dog.
Good boy.
He is a good boy. News from Yerevan. Our correspondents report that the newly appointed Governor General of the Yerevan province, Prince Napoleon Louis Joseph Jérôme Bonaparte, has just arrived in town. The highest officials were present at the welcoming ceremony, followed by a dinner with representatives from Yerevan's most eminent families. The governor's general's addresses to the townspeople is expected in the next few days. Rasputin!
Forgive me, sir. Is your name Grigory Efimovich Rasputin?
Yeah, he really does look like Rasputin.
I forgive you.
I'm sorry. It's just I've been looking for you for a very long time, and...
And you expected a thinking simpleton, an illiterate who swindles sick people and claims he can speak to God himself. I already said I forgive you.
Yes, I've heard. Especially in Petersburg. I've also heard about the healings, even hopeless cases. Inexplicable ones.
And what do you believe in?
Honestly, I want to see for myself.
If you help me, I'll believe all of it. And please believe me when I say I've tried everything short of a miracle. And I know the meaning of that word. I'm a thaumaturge.
Where are you coming from?
I first learned of you in Paris. A charismatic miracle worker from Russia. I even heard about you from my doctors. By the time I got to Petersburg, you were already gone. I've crossed almost 3 continents, through Siberia, India, and half of Europe. But if you're asking me about my origins, I'm from Poland.
From which Poland? The Russian one, the German one, or the part that belongs to Austria?
From Warsaw.
Do you have a name?
Viktor Szulski.
Shulsky.
On my path, I've already come across people who've lied to me about their problems, and then gone around calling me a charlatan. After them, others arrived, with pitchforks and torches, and I had to endure insults and spit in my face, or flee for my life. And now you say you're a wizard from an imaginary country that no one has seen on a map in over 100 years. Forgive my amusement. I haven't had my first coffee yet.
I forgive you, and I'm still asking for help.
Prove you're a thaumaturge, and I'll hear what you have to say.
What would you like me to do, sir?
I've met a few of your kind, so I know what you're capable of. Find something in this tavern that belongs to me, and tell me something only I could know.
First, I need to have something personal that belongs to you to learn your trace. It's a sort of pattern I'll use to recognize the other objects.
Smell this.
Prayer beads. Time-worn prayer beads with dirty woolen knots. Trace, certain, Rasputin. The zeal gushing from the beads impregnates the wall better than the tallow from the owner's strong fingers. The object pulses with a mixture of blue rapture, purple passion, and graphite fierceness. The touch of the beads burns, but it also attracts. Rasputin's wish. Rasputin has a magnetic zeal and passion. He is a man with an attractive personality, strong and fierce, who is easy to follow. One just has to be careful not to get burned by the flames of his ardor. Let's examine it.
Have you figured anything out yet?
I'll return to you in a moment.
I can hardly wait.
Observations are information that you acquire by interacting with objects. Conclusions. Perception and objects. Perception. Traces on some items, you'll find a trace of someone's personality. It takes One of three forms. Unknown, you see it for the first time. Familiar, you've seen it before, but you're not certain who it belongs to. Certain, you know exactly what it belongs.
Let's take a look around. Something is off.
Word, dirty bowl, that someone has eaten stew from it. Stew.
Who would have thought there were such layers
Prayer
of
book.
passion
An
within it?
ornate prayer book containing prayers for the Russian Orthodox Rite. It vibrates with a languishing moan of delight, the touch of silk, the scent of courtly powder. But that which is soft and warm is also pierced by the thorns of impending separation and longing. Rasputin, who would have thought that this priest had such passion? Surprisingly, the mask of a healer conceals an outstanding lover, irresistible to women's hearts and bodies. Perhaps this is one of his healing methods. Hair cloth. Skill points. Okay. So what shall we put a point in? Let's go deed. Let's put a point in deed. Trembling hands in thin white gloves, feverishly tying a ribbon behind which she tucked a leaf with an imprint of her made-up lips. She ran to it to make it in time, to give him a gift, to make sure he wouldn't forget her when he found himself so far from court. Oi! Ugh. Rasputin?
What have you learned, wizard?
Never
Well,
learned of your passion.
You're a zealous man. It permeates every level of your personality, your faith, your abilities.
Not such an impressive discovery.
I haven't finished yet. In Petersburg, you left behind a very devoted and very young lady-in-waiting.
At least one, my friend.
Therefore, a Petersburg lady-in-waiting who was very devoted to you, gave you her breviary.
Honestly, I don't remember where I got it. Its contents were always more important. Have a seat. Tell me again, why were you looking for me?
I can't help but ask you about that young lady from Petersburg.
Careful, I'm starting to like you. But not enough to tell you about Petersburg. How do you think I might help you?
A few years ago, I attempted to catch a wild saluter, and that ended with me losing contact with my first saluter. That means I can't develop my abilities. I know that my Uber is there. Sometimes he shows himself, but I can't feel the link anymore. Generally speaking, I'm losing it more and more each day. If it disappears, my mind, I'll lose my sense of reality. I'll fall into madness.
I don't know if I can help you.
I've got money, if that's what matters.
Give it to the needy. Your riches mean nothing to me. I meant I don't know if I'm able to help you. My gift is something I've received from God. Some I've helped, others I can't say. And I've never treated a thaumaturge.
Maybe just do the same with me as with the others.
We can try. focus on my voice. You are safe. As long as you can hear my voice, you are safe. Let me gaze into your mind. Let me see through your eyes. Let me...
Where am I? Rasputin. There's no one in here.
One second, y'all. Oh, what just happened? No, that's not it. That's not what I'm looking for. Ah. There we go. Much better. Interesting stuff here. I don't remember this in the demo.
I need to get out of here.
Hello, Uper.
What is this sound? Shackles?
You're blind. You've never grasped the science of spotting the perfectly obvious. Can you still not see?
What do I supposedly not see?
Flaw clouds your vision. It always has. Pride. Your damned pride and sense of superiority.
I must have gotten that from you, Father.
You'll lose, idiot. You always do. You're even losing against yourself. You can't see, but can you at least hear? You're weak, stupid, and blind.
The chains.
Do you hear me? Do you? Do you?
Ooh, what is that thing?
I can see, Father. Clearly.
Whoa! How you
Lying
doing,
there much
baby?
longer? I wanted to sweep.
Where's Rasputin?
In the cemetery, chasing away evil spirits and giving people comfort. You all right?
Yes, absolutely.
I wanted to sweep.
I'm just heading out. It's so good to see you again. And something else.
I wish it could
saw
actually
clear
speak.
as day. It wasn't a vision. It was a saluter, unbound by a pact. A wild one. And if so, that means there's someone in the village with a flaw that's attracting it.
You talking to me?
I was praying.
I wanted to sweep.
Yeah. Upir, we got him. We got our boy Upir. Come on. I'm pressing RT. Oy. I don't know why the delay there. So Rasputin, I had only heard rumors about him, a preacher mystic who used to heal St. Petersburg's elites not long ago. I found him in a small village in Transcaucasia. They call him a mad monk, or even a quack in the fraud. To me, he's less hope for good. It would not be an overstatement if I say he saved my life. Oh God, man, I think that means I owe him, and yet I cannot help but thinking how strange he is. I still can't crack this. Okay, so with that, let's go to skills and upgrades. Thief of Thought. Reduces one additional point if the enemy is in the suffering state. Ooh. Yes, how do I get that? Oh, okay, so no, something. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Most diversion. Oh, strong attack. Up here, yeah. Okay, so we have one on deed. Let's put one on word. Let's develop word. I think that'll be interesting because I like that though. It gives 50% of interrupting the enemy's planned action, which is pretty good. This one reduces focus by one additional point if the enemy is in the suffering state, which is good because that's what we unlocked. I would like to unlock gamble or relaxation. I think relaxation is probably a good one. So we'll do mine next. Okay, fortune. Yeah. Alright. Let us go out. Yeah, so... Ooh, multiple objectives, yes. So yes, I have, I played the demo of this game not long ago on Steam.
I felt something. Where is it?
And it was really good.
Gawk, but without lifting a finger. Just Vesna will bring it, Vesna will help. But if Vesna needs help with something, there's nobody to be found. That's not yours, don't touch. All these newcomers causing more problems.
Dropped apple. Bruised crimson apple. Vesna was trembling. Dropped a fruit basket of this orphan behind. Vesna has left her distinct trace on the fruit. It consists of a heart fluttering in a panic, and a throat painfully clenched. A bite of this apple would taste of pure fear. I remember there's something back here, no?
Am I sensing?
Dead goose. Someone or something strangled this goose. From the goose's twisted neck flows the anger and passion of the person who slaughtered the poor bird. The wave of emotions carries no desire for meat or feathers, only the sour taste of envy and the desire for all of Bogdan's property. Go to hell. Salt on the doorstep protects unwanted.
sensing?
A wooden box, a hand carved and elaborately painted wooden box. This box is marked with the words of love, sweet as kisses. The names of Vesna and Luca intertwine, cuddling tenderly against the wood, against the delicate carvings, trying to protect them from damp and rain, from all the evils the world carries with it. Very interesting. What do we have here? Damaged axe shaft. The damaged axe shaft, the trace of bears, does not belong to Vesna. Although it's already become moldy from disease, it carries the memory of the spirit of the one who wielded it, alone or by choice, with a disposition as tart as juniper berries. The shaft is overgrown with the thorns of bitter words, but there are others warm, delicate as rose petals. They betray a love for someone who's not afraid of thorns, a love that is difficult but not accepting of violence. Dish shards, broken shards of a blue ceramic dish. The broken ceramic trembles with anger and frustration. The quarrel erupted suddenly, spewing out bile of mutual complaints and grievances. Its sweet and pungent taste stupefied, compelled, screaming, finger pointing and hurting. The frenzy lasted until all were involved were out of breath. Trace certain. Vesna. Draw conclusion. Domestic squabbles. In this house lives a married couple who do not mince their words. They argue violently, loudly, until they are out of breath. But they persist together despite everything. You can feel the passion. It's not.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. I'm telling you, go away, or I'll call for help. Help! Help!
What are you doing here, you tramp?
I'm not looking for trouble. I just wanted to talk.
We'll talk, all right.
Oh my god, of course. Well, I mean, it makes sense. Oh, he writes on. He uses fingers on the book. Oh, I just saw that. In order to launch a strong attack, you must attack against an enemy. You must take away all their focus, causing them to enter a breakdown state. Wow. So we're gonna do a quick attack. Then we're gonna have Uber. Reintoxication. Okay, we'll have him do reintoxication on him. So, punch! And then... we'll do a planned attack. Boom! I'm gonna get hit twice, but that's okay. Uber! Okay, so now I'm gonna do a quick attack. Uber. Ooh, I wonder. I'm guessing that's more like it hurts them in the brain, not physically. But who knows? Okay. So we're gonna reduce the focus of that guy. Then have Uber attack him. Ouch. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna do a strong attack on him. Concussion! That healed me. Boom! Gave him a concussion. And then we'll do nice planned attack. We'll have that thing do that. Yeah! Let's go!
The devil sent you.
You could say that, sure.
Oh, how that gator is good, man. If thinking interferes with their actions, so much worse. For the worse, the local impairs. Interesting. Alright, let's talk with other people. I feel like there's still something here that we're missing.
Over my dead body. I reject this verdict.
Well, I expected as much. And he wanted to come see you himself. He was first to judge.
I said what I said, and I won't change my mind. Go away. You're attracting gawkers.
Not gawkers. A witness. And let him listen. He'll see it fairly. Sir, this liar and thief here stole a memento of my mother. And this witch says I'm supposed to hand my goose over to him, too?
Because you strangled mine. And what do I care about some trinkets your mother left you?
Because we already know you strangled the goose, but you still haven't proved that Bogdan stole your pendant.
Where is the justice here?
The conflicted neighbors. The dead goose lies between the quarreling peasants. The obvious bone of contention here. The wise woman is to settle the dispute. She'd better do it quickly. We'll come to fisticuffs in a moment. Neighborly disputes. It seems like the neighbors have quarreled over a goose strangled act of revenge. A classic to the genre. Let's make him calm down.
Why don't you relax and listen to the words of a wise woman?
Well, all in all, it's... I'm sorry, Bogdan.
Come inside, and tell me what you're doing here.
Made that motherfucker calm the fuck down. Oh, Fabertary point. Yay! Yes! Yeah! Ooh, inflicts damage, restores your health point. Ooh. Hello, game. There we go. Okay, let's put it in mine. Let's see if one of these heart. Technically, I already have one. I'm like, because of my flaw, I have one in heart, but I'll put one in heart anyways. Bop! Bebop! Skip it a bop bop! Relaxation restores my focus. Boom. So it can reduce someone's focus and restore focus. Nice. Yeah, let's enter this building. So, my dear son, my heart is crying. Have I harmed you so that you write about me like this? That you renounce your legacy, your land, and your blood? I never said a word to you when you refused to farm with us, nor when you went to Tiflis to study, and now you're calling us stupid, backward? You repeat after that rector of yours, Cause the Georgian, your language is the language of dogs, and you want to write to me only in Russian. Child, Georgia flows in your blood. She's the salt in your tears and the glue in your bones. You will not renounce her. You can't. Diary of an opulent priest. They say that every nation has its demons. Its phantoms, ghosts, and nightmares were created to make naughty children behave. But I have gone halfway around the world. I've gone halfway around the world preaching the word of God and learned the truth. These demons, fiends, and devils cursed by gods are real. They are everywhere in distant Sirmia. People whispered the name Bukovac, a cruel beast whose presence brings wrath and command people to inflict violence on their neighbors. A fairy tale, you say, but I have seen Bukovac here in Pyatigorsk. I heard the rattle of his chains and felt his fangs digging into my neck and tugging at every fiber of my soul. And I felt the fury that is his that this wraith brings with it. The anger from which there is no escape. The taste of blood in my mouth, and that no prayer can erase. May the holy walls of the opposite church stop this beast. Blessed Virgin, keep me safe. What is your question?
The villagers seem to have a certain respect for you, ma'am, so I wanted to ask your help with something.
I'm not getting any younger, boy. Talk before I drop dead.
Well then, I hope you'll still be alive when I get back, madam.
We shall talk to her in a second. Let us go pick up.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't. Please leave. Please. Please.
I wanted to talk.
Please go.
Okay, so it's just gonna repeat. Okay, let's quickly check on Rasputin.
Excuse me.
I've only just come back from the post office this morning. I'm not getting the horse going.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Shovel chase, the rag. The coachman used the rag to wipe the sweat off. The rag is reeked with the sour odor of fatigue. Attempts to free the wheels from the soft soil made the spine crack like fishbone and the muscles burn with fire. No one would help. Such a waste was his fate. The coachman is tired and weary. He's worked all hard unloading the wagon alone, and all he dreams of rest. I can't relieve his suffering.
I'm not going anywhere.
Maybe you'll change your mind and drop me off at the cemetery after all.
Well, on the other hand, this place isn't much more exciting than the cemetery, and I meant to take the horse out for a ride, so get on.
Let's go. Let's go. After each funeral, the entire village is invited to Killick. Elder Vasily's grave. Elder Vasily died only a year ago, and his tombstone has clearly already been damaged. Why? Stone strikes against stone, heavy, guided by the hateful hand. The blow carries anger, despair, chaos. The tombstone cracks and crumbles, but it is not. But it's not visible. But it's not enough. Death is not enough. Vandalizing the grave is not enough. Nothing will ever be enough. Ooh. Interesting, interesting, interesting. There's more stuff here. I guess we'll just talk to him then.
You're alive. Does
Yes.
that mean I helped, Thaumaturge?
Yes, you have.
I don't have enough words to thank you for what you've done for me. I haven't felt this way in years.
I'm glad I could help.
I see him. My
My
Uber.
Uber.
He's back. I can feel our bond growing stronger as each moment passes.
I'm happy for you, but do restrain your joy. We're in the cemetery.
That is true.
When I heard you were at the cemetery, I was sure I'd see you resurrecting the dead.
Not yet. Today I'm just praying for rest for Vasily's soul. The whole village is suffering after his loss. He was the elder here.
He cursed this place. Since he died, darkness and misfortune have hung over the village.
You see? To them, every harm comes down to witchcraft. They believe that after Vasily's passing, the village was possessed by some monster that howls at night or some other Yafits.
Doom. Locals say that since the death of the village elder, a doom has hung over. Ooh.
How did this elder die?
There was a fire, sir. Flames shooting sky high, and him burning, swearing, speaking curses. And the curse stuck. Those ruins seem a profaned place now. A wicked spirit has taken over the blighted land.
Don't encourage her. Once she gets going, it can't be stopped.
This could also be the work of a Salita.
What do you mean?
Asked the one about the ill fortune hanging over the village.
What changed in the village after the elder died?
It's all dreadful, sir. Everything's gone topsy-turvy. When folks get to arguing now, they're so hot-headed. Before you know it, they're at one another's throats. Ladies have no patience for kids, nor lads for ladies, nor neighbors for neighbors. Any word might seem offensive and like an insult waiting to happen. Then you've got to fight.
Tragedies such as Vasily's death leave their mark on everyone. It takes time to come to terms with something like this. That doesn't mean this place is possessed by dark forces.
As you were healing me, I had a dream, a vision. But on the borderline of sleep and wakefulness, I thought I saw a Saliator. That's what might be influencing the villagers in Wailing at night.
They're good people, but none too bright, Victor. I'm afraid they might be talking about a train.
The wise woman was saying the evil spirit is a book of hatch.
Does the creature hunting you rattle chains, slither around, and have a mouth full of giant fangs?
A book of hatch.
Where did this elder live?
I'll show you. Let's allow Vasily's soul to rest for today.
Amen. Superstitious Bukavach. The village residents, a peaceful and happy villager? Not quite, and the villagers are riled up and point of breaking, laying the blame for their troubles on the actions of Bukavach. They are trying to defend themselves against this dark force with folk methods.
feel it? It's the smell of mystery.
Door frame, a destroyed door frame by some miracle it survived the fire. Thick lines of wood are graying are visible on the frame. They raise themselves into the woods carved as if by a chisel. They scream about an attempt to break down the door, about the hinges finally letting go. They scream into a deaf void. The fear of the flames have embedded itself deep in the fabric of the door frame, and trepidation about losing a loved one.
A horrible death.
Place of death. The dried bloodstain has soaked deep into the burned boards of the house. The blood sounds like suffering. It flowed quickly. The wound inflicted with the scissors wasn't large, but it was accurate. Life left the body. The heart went into a spasm. The mind recognized the end. It lasted for some time until the pains resounded anew. Okay, let's put one onto there. Very interesting stuff here.
I felt something. Where is it? So much suffering.
A belt. Charred old trouser belt of heavy metal. The buckle cuts through leather like razor. It's no longer a boring piece of cloth, but a tormentor's tool that descends upon a composed flesh like a vulture at its pecs, leaving carmine wounds. Ooh. So someone was beaten with that belt at some point. Someone or something.
True fear.
A rag doll, charred rag doll, appears old. The doll is caked with a hard crust of fear. Its layers are like the varnish of an old age painting. The child's fear, a girl's terror, a young woman's dread. They form a cocoon of smelling, the smelling of turpentine that constricts the throat and forces tears from the eyes. Oh.
This house was always full of fear, and its owner was still alive when the house caught fire. Someone wanted to kill him. The fire only covered up the crime.
Ooh, it looks so cool.
Gave birth to the flaw that you attached to, didn't it? I'll find you when I track down the murderer. I know who owns this doll. Maybe I should give them back to her. She ought to know more about what happened here.
Ooh. Vesna's trace. The same trace can be felt on the ragdoll, the item dropped by the woman. Vesna smells of fear. Her nerves are badly strained. Her heart is trembling. Her fingers are stiff from anxiety, and her mind wanders, lost in the wilderness of fear. I may be able to find her home and discover what's behind her jittery condition.
Victor! I hope you've got what you want now, Thaumaturge, because I think it's time to get out of here.
Why the hurry, Father? We're the Tsar's men. How about the donation for the Tsar's army?
There are no Russian outposts here.
I think this is the guy with the nice boots.
You're the guy who trashed our comrades?
Yes, and
I can do exactly the same to all of you.
He's not as weak as he looks. He actually looks better than he did the other day.
But not counting the priest. He's still alone.
Not anymore, I'm not.
okay, let's do planned attack on him. We'll get the Trinveil on him. BAM! BAM! Ooh. We'll do. I'll do the concussion on him. And then the concussion, boom, bop, knocked out. Okay. We'll do the. I'll do the planned attack on him. Him, I'll get with bloody penance. Bop, bop. Okay, I'll get hit there. That's fine. We'll do diversion, eerie intoxication. Yes. Yes. Bop! Bop! Let's go. Okay. Oh, diversion. Eerie intoxication. Concussion. Let's go! Bop! Bop! Yo! I'm goated.
Me? Yes, but can these salutors also help you in a fight? Can you manipulate people and cast these demons into their minds?
Yes.
Generally speaking, yes. Are you sure you're right, sir?
Call me Grigori.
Let's head back. I have to visit someone in the village who can tell me more about what happened here.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go get a snack real quick. 1 second. I'm back, and I have my snack. It is the wonderful, good old. Marshmallows. Gotta love those marshmallows, man. So tasty.
Now I know that woman's trace. Vesna and her husband both left traces of themselves at Vasili's burned-out farmstead. Lucas sincerely loves his wife. You think he loves her strongly enough to kill for her? You're right. It'd be better to ask Vesna about that. I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over.
Please open the door. I'd like to have a chat about your husband.
You'd better not be here when he gets back. He's not as talkative or polite as I am.
Luca, residents see Luca as a sullen churl and a recluse. However, he seems to have a soft spot. Luca was at Vasili's house on the night of the murder.
I know you're scared, but please just open the door a crack and let me ask one quick question.
you want?
I think I've got something of yours. I found it by your father's burned-out farmhouse. You've imprinted your fear onto it. I know because I'm a thaumaturge. I want to help.
What do you want to know?
Where can I find your husband?
In the clearing, by the forest. He's chopping wood with the others.
Thank you.
Get that thing out of here.
And talk to the old lady real quick.
Let's take...
You've been going in so many circles, your head will spin.
Well then, I hope you'll still be...
I want to check something. Aha!
Thaumaturgy never fails me.
That day 19, this is Saint Thecla, the mother of the wise woman's hand hover around the saint's head. There's more.
You've been going in so many circles.
And that tragedy at the Elder's farm, did it affect people badly?
Some less, others more. He was like an icon to some folk here.
But I found out he could be heavy-handed.
He was a drinker and a beater. So, some folk here don't miss him one bit. Have you got many more nosy questions?
You cursed him, didn't you? Vesna's father. You put some hex on him, right?
A spell. I help people, yes. Vesna had a problem with her father, and believes in curses, spells, and hexes. Is that all? Because, like I said, I don't want to waste time and die here gabbing with you.
Interesting. Garth is still full of remembers the fire. On top of that, apparently the elder was not a crystalline figure, someone in the village told us he grabbed Griffin.
Vesna came here for help, didn't she? Vasily drank and beat her, and no one did anything about it. So you put that curse of yours on him.
I even went to talk to him. How did you know that?
Go on.
For me giving Vasily a piece of my mind. He took it out on Vesna.
And then her husband walked in and killed Vasily. And he's the one my salutor latched onto.
As for the second thing, could be. But it wasn't Luca that killed Vasily. It was Vesna.
Are you sure?
I was there. And until now, only two people knew what happened there. Vesna and me.
Don't be scared. I'll do my best to help you.
Then I think we have to talk to Vesna.
Was the torment of fear guided her into the wise woman? Saw her was in reach for that she murdered her cruel father, handing over to nothingness.
Please open up. There's no need to be afraid. Just open the door.
You're gonna wear yourself out banging a door like that. Can't you see nobody there?
I'm looking for Vesna. I have to speak to her.
Am I stopping you? Nobody there. I'm sure she went to see the hubby at work. Go bother them in the clearing instead of pounding on an empty house door.
Thank you.
We gotta go to the empty clearing. Ooh, I have another thaumaturge, but let's put it on. Let's put it on deed. And let's actually save real quick. Do a little savey save. Meow. Meow.
Again.
This time, it's a matter of life and death.
How is your search going?
Almost finished. I know who's attracting the Bukavach.
Can you reveal that secret?
It's Vesna.
Do you still want to catch that Salutor?
Yes, absolutely.
Despite the risk?
I hope I can persuade you to come with me.
That's an enormous favor you're asking me. I hope you'll be able to return it.
I give my word.
Not much to think about here. If we can help Vesna, then get this nag quick to clearing like Mr. Shulsky asks.
Okay.
Vesna, child. We have to talk.
I'm not here to fight.
You shouldn't have threatened my wife.
I know what you did.
You don't know what you're saying.
On the contrary, she's the one who brought the Bukavach here. She killed Vasily. When the wise woman's spell didn't have an effect, you decided to finish him off yourself, didn't you? You're the one who killed your father.
And I'd do it again if I could. Get out of here!
Here you are, Bukavach.
Oh, it's so cool looking.
Vesna's flaw is mine, and you're mine.
Oh. Let's have balanced. Fighting wild salutors. To defeat a wild salutor, you must get rid of the shadows that protect him. Vanquishing the shadows will weaken him. But the weaker he is, the more fiercely he will fight back. The bard tells you. Okay. Let's do that. Have it do that. We'll do another diversion. Okay. States, Bukavaches cause you to enter the suffering state. States can have it begin. Okay. So now we're just gonna do. We're gonna do a planned attack. Have it do eerie intoxication. Bop. Bop. Okay. I'm gonna do quick attack. And then have it do that. Bop, bop, bop. We don't have the suffering state anymore. I'm gonna have it do a quick attack. And then we'll do eerie intoxication. Yeah. That's fine. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna do planned attack on that one, eerie intoxication on that one. Planned. Ooh. Okay. The diversion. I didn't mean to do it on the same guy, but hey, that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to have him planned attack. That one do that. Yeah! Yeah! That's okay, that's okay. Boom. Boom. Quite a flaw. Vehemence.
You lose. You're going crazy again. You blind fool.
A little faith, Thaumaturge. Focus on what's true. My voice is true. I am the truth, you see. Look.
You defeated the Bukavach, the deed Dimension Salutor, but you cannot tame them on your own. Rasputin comes to your help. The untamed Salutors won't obey your orders, stops you from developing, and weakens your perception. Fortunately, Rasputin soothed his anger. You achieved the unachievable.
Unbelievable.
How do you feel? Are you alright?
Well, I don't think I'm hallucinating, but that means I'm currently facing a crowd of furious lumberjacks with axes, so I'd say I've been better.
What? I'm telling the truth. I do it again. None of you understand anything. It's because of this magician. It's his fault.
The magician didn't kill Vasily. He didn't bring the evil here. You're a witch! To the stake with her! To the stake!
Then kill me too. I was there. I saw everything. Vasily, Bach. You're big men now. But when he was beating Vesna for years, no one lifted a finger. Ah. Now you're all so brave against her. Go home, pray better, and leave her alone.
Hold on. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I dropped a marshmallow.
Excuse me, sir. Do you happen to know when the train arrives? The postmaster said it's usually no more than an hour late, so it should be here any moment. I got a tougher question for you.
Pardon?
Will this train get me close to Albuquerque?
I'm afraid that's an ocean away, and even to the ocean you've got a ways to go.
Thank you. Ever since I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, I can't get my bearings. Things
Aha.
I've seen, sir. Places I've been. I just can't
That's a
get
good.
to
That's a
Albuquerque.
good joke. I like that. It's a good joke. Oh, I like that.
I wanted to send 2 telegrams, one to Warsaw and one to Paris.
Mr. Shulsky, I was meant to send for you when the driver came to get the mail. My condolences about your father. Do you still want to send something?
Did you come to say goodbye to me?
More like to share my fear. Your condition yesterday, after the fight with that Bukovac, it troubled me. I don't think my treatments are having a long-lasting effect. And you don't look the best. Do you feel all right?
I've just heard that my father is dead.
My condolences.
After your treatment, when I was hallucinating, I saw him. I heard his voice for the first time in years. I'm sure it was him. A strange feeling.
Maybe he came to say goodbye. Maybe it was his last chance to speak to you. A prophecy.
I hope not.
What do you intend to do now?
Just a moment ago, I was thinking about Vienna or Budapest and going on from there to Paris, but now I've got to get to Warsaw first. What about you?
Thanks to you. I don't think I have anything else to do here. I had a little time to think about what I saw in your mind. Tell me, Victor, have you ever seen a human skull cracked open on the cobblestones?
Not really, no.
I haven't.
I have. The skull of Franz Ferdinand himself, with his brain spilling out onto the sidewalk. I also saw the white steps in Odessa running with blood. A battlefield blanketed in lethal fog, with faceless beings emerging from it. This hasn't happened yet, but I saw it as clearly as I see you now. Thanks to you, I know that I can stop it. I know that I am part of history, and I can change it. Even at the cost of scorn, contempt, or my life. You promised me a favor, so Warsaw sounds perfect.
Yo, party member get our first party member, Rasputin. Da da Rasputin. Ja, Rasputin, Oh God, what is wrong with me? Oh, yes, Queen. Fuck him up with that drip you got. Yas. Oh, hey. He actually really does got some fucking drip on, cause like, damn. Zaddy. Yas. What's wrong with me, man?
Warszawa! Warsaw! Warsaw! Last stop, Warsaw. Time to wake up.
It's clouding over.
The weather is like my mood.
Aside from the circumstances of the funeral bringing you back, you hadn't thought of ever returning here?
I hate this city. It always makes me think of the stench of vodka, sweat, and urine. Corruption, poverty, and trust me, no justice but street justice.
I'm sure something must have changed since you left.
But probably not for the better.
What about the people? Those close to you? You'll never miss them?
The only person I consider close is my sister. But Varsovians? Let's see.
Varsovians. Warsaw.
Workers are striking. They want to take advantage of the Tsar's visit to Warsaw. The protests are being violently suppressed. Last week, around a dozen people were killed. Polish Socialist Party militants attacked a train. They stole money, bonds, and explosive materials. They're also suspected of robbing a transport of Dutch pomade. The socialists in Warsaw must look pretty sharp then. Further along with
I like this
murders,
guy.
muggings, and poverty.
The newspapers feed on sensation. Remember that in darkness, even a small spark can be seen clearly. Even I can feel hope from all the people riding with us. Can't you?
Yeah.
Even without my powers, I can tell that hope is bringing people here from all three partitions. Miners, steelworkers, governesses, maids, speculators, thieves. I've forgotten to read a few of our fellow passengers' possessions, and I know that hope can have many faces.
Will you share that knowledge with me?
Okay.
There's a terrified woman riding with us. She's either running away or in hiding. I think that gentleman is smuggling something, because excitement is all mixed up with guilt inside him. And this dandy, he's going whoring.
If there's something I've learned in life, Victor, it's never to neglect the whores.
Aha! Because
Warsaw, end of the
Rasputin
line.
was famous
Welcome
for
to Warszawa.
messing with
I think
whores.
the time's come to ask where you plan to stay.
I'll let you know when I come up with something.
This guy has a dumbass hat. Oh, my nose itches so much. Is that a fucking doll? What doll is that? Oh, it's creepy. Dude, I'm telling you, he's got that drip on. Warsaw, September.
When people unite, empires fall.
Unite, empires fall. Empires fall. Nothing there. Okay, I figured there might be something there. Not a paper. What? I did not mean that. I want the paper. No, I want the paper. Give me paper. Here we go. The Daily Courier, the latest news. The Chief of Police of the City of Warsaw hereby informs the general public that connection with our Majesty's visit. Blah 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 blah. Okay, just a bunch of random bullshit that I don't care about. read. Want to know small police stations will also be wary of Aboriginal leader the ship's guy recently seen near where the Sparrow Street. Description: blonde hair, blue eyes, round face, stature sizable. Distinctive marks, dark circles under his eyes, significant exceptional anger. He is a thief and murderer, particularly active in the Solmisi area. However notified. Okay. Cool. Anti-Thaumaturge. Citizen beware Thaumaturges who act in secret plotting to bring down the economy and thus take complete control of our city. Let us protect our children from those degenerates waiting for the right moment to take control over the most innocent minds and souls. Let us get rid of those parasites. Recent research shows that Thaumaturges' brains are burned out from the thoughts, so... Okay, wow, okay. Someone don't like me. Okay. So courier. Revolution, the 11-hour work days are killing us. Let's follow examples of the workers in German and English factories and fight to reduce them to 9 working hours. Join the strike, put down your tools, and fight for our future. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Menu. Ooh, compot. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, now we have 2 points each. Okay, so this just. We'll do that. And then we'll. Oh, I think that means like I could unlock the ability to use them. I don't understand that. Oh, it unlocks like one of their abilities. Okay. Affliction reaction. Let's also get this one. Let's develop that one. So we have 1 heart. So we have 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. Thank you. Brutality. Actually. Whatever. Hello. Whatever. Let's go back to the abilities. Upgrades. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. And then. Okay. That's fine. The city that does not forget. Act 1. Ooh, ah.
Why such a crowd?
A circus has come to town.
These are troubled times. Brothers turn against brothers.
Oh, Tsar Nikolai.
Russia has had enough bloodshed. The violence must stop. When socialists attempt to divide Russia and her subject nations, to dent the sword that smote the enemy at Grunwald, this demands my decisive action. Thus, by my grace, I hereby appoint as Governor General of Warsaw Georgi Antonovich Skowon.
Okay.
A butcher.
Not a popular guy, I presume.
I see you ain't from here. That swine keeps a photo album of all the folks he's had shot at the Citadel.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Before and after execution.
Warsaw! The time for leniency and indulgence is over. From the moment this office is bestowed on me, no forces hostile to the subjects of Greater Russia will have any further right to exist. None! Whether it be brutal socialist subversives, communists, Jews, or other satanic provocateurs.
He sure knows how to unite a crowd.
Pardon me, are you Polish?
Yes.
Yes, I feel Polish. My name's Victor.
Wanda.
Victor Vanda.
This is Russia here. Like it or not. Warszawa. Premia terrora zakończyłaś.
Idy na chuj!
My first decision as Governor General of Warsaw. Arrestować.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Great heroes in their sense of timing. Of course, now they're the first ones in the fight.
Samobladanie, Poliaki. We want that rebel. The Loudmouth.
Damn.
What happened?
Be a gentleman. Please kneel and tie my shoe.
I didn't dare suggest it myself.
Can I ask you a tiny favor? The Russians can't find out about this. The military is just looking for an excuse to suppress the crowd, and these workers are dreaming of thrashing a Russian gendarme.
Either one of you confesses to disturbing the peace, or всех забирай. We'll take you all in.
You can't handle all of us.
Can you get us out of here?
I think I'm open to any kind of suggestion.
He looks a little bit like Obi-Wan.
Find out what would convince one of these bastards to let us go. Or I'd take on that self-appointed leader of the proletariat.
Interesting strategy. Who are you, really?
A damsel in distress.
Those don't usually hide ammunition in their stockings.
Can I explain it to you another time?
For instance, I could disclose to a soldier that you came here with ammunition under your skirt.
Maybe we should see who they believe. A respected lady of Warsaw, or a common magician who just 100 years ago would have been burned at the stake.
Well, since you asked so nicely, I'm going to take a look around.
Pistol bullets, bullets that fell from under the woman's dress, scattered on the pavement. Small bullets carry big emotions. Hope, because they were meant to benefit the cause. Fear, in which these difficult times make its way to the hardiest of hearts, and determination, the companion of courage, without being possible to face reality.
Do you think it's a good idea to stir people up and send them to face bullets and bayonets?
What do you want then? My whole life on my knees? Kissing Ruski's ass?
Do you realize blood is about to be spilled? And that it might be mine?
Fuck off!
Do you realize blood might be spilled and it might be mine? I like that. I like that.
Pardon me, gentlemen.
The crowd has received the order. For now, zero response.
We'll give them a moment to arrest them all, book them, interrogate them. Gospodi will be home in November.
Gentlemen, please forgive me. Maybe there's a faster way to get this situation resolved.
Back off, Polyak, or we'll start shooting. Paniatno, scrum. Dawaj.
Sergeant, one of these Polish dogs is putting it about that your mother's a floozy who never says no to anybody.
Which one?
Me.
Ooh, summoning another Celotor. Ooh. Okay, okay. That one. Then I'll do Old Wound. Yeah. Now I'll do Planned Attack. And do Bloody Welding. Yeah. Ouchies. I'll do Diversion. Yeah, you'll go like that. So Diversion. He's down one. And then for you, I'll go. Yeah, I'll do a planned attack on you. Ah! Pop. Order. Go do that. I'll do Old Wound on him. Yes. Yeah. Enemies can have traits to make them immune to your attacks. Traits are reliable to defend them. Disable trait. Try to attack them with something that belongs to the same dimension as the trait. Note that if you don't have. Oh. old wound. Okay, now I'm gonna do a quick attack. A planned attack, not attack, my bad. Straight disabled. Pop up. Get in. Doom. Boom! Just shot him. Oh yeah. Quick attack. Yeah.
Name? Shulski. Victor.
One of those Shulskis?
Yes.
My condolences. Now, profile.
Thank you.
What you pissing in the bucket for, asshole?
Where else am I supposed to?
Brown in the bucket, whiz on the wall.
You better remember that, too. That bucket's gonna last you guys till tomorrow.
Can I use the phone?
What are you staring at, Ganef?
I don't know what that means.
Quit squealing. First time in the big city? Have some respect if you don't know who you're running your mouth at. What did they put such a swell in jail for?
I showed a couple of Russian soldiers when I think about the petitions.
I have moments like that sometimes.
And I gave it to some Ruskies in the kisser, too. There's this red-bearded fella sitting there. I glassed him in the face, then kicked him in the bean, and wham! On the floor. And I pinched his billfold, too.
Did anybody ask you? Shut your damn trap. Well, are you from somebody?
My name's Viktor Shulski, and I work on my own behalf.
All right. Respect.
First of all, I am a thaumaturge.
Now them, I got respect for. I know one really decent Jew from Povishla, who's a wizard too.
How about you? You got a foreskin or what?
Is my foreskin any of your fucking business?
Well, no. I was just...
But you don't look like much of a Warsaw lad.
Oh god. Okay, that was pretty fucking funny.
I'm just here for my father's funeral.
I hope you don't miss the funeral toasts. Welcome to Warsaw.
Oh. Oh, that was funny. Holy shit.
I wouldn't call you a master strategist.
You got away from the station, so theoretically, we achieved our goal.
You're not losing your sense of humor. I guess this isn't your first time in a place like this, is it?
You'd better tell me if you managed to get rid of your ammunition.
If I hadn't, I'd already be locked up at the Citadel. I admit your behavior did successfully distract the Ruskies.
You're welcome.
All right then. What's such a gorgeous, hairy mug doing in a crummy place like this?
I spent a little time on the Rue de la Raquette in Paris.
It got demolished 5 years ago.
Oui. What about you? You seem to know your way around this setting. You been here often?
I'll take that as a compliment. And sure, sometimes, if the cause demands it.
What cause?
Let's say I know certain folks who'd find poles like you useful.
Dealers in stolen Dutch pomade?
Donut connoisseurs. They met at Burke Rotblitz's cafe.
I don't want to jinx it, but do you spend time there too?
If I'm not there, no one will want to talk to you. And don't worry, I don't usually hang out long in places like this.
Shulsky!
I see you won't be hanging out here long either.
Party member get. Another meeting. Fearless Vanda, the smuggler of bullets, proposed a meeting at Bergorblitz. One Vanda, during the Kettling incident, was smuggling bullets in the nooks and crannies of her undergarment. Clearly, it wasn't the first time she'd done that. Unfortunately, this time the guard didn't hold, and the bullets fell into the pavement. Maybe fate will have us cross paths again.
Shulsky, this yours?
That's right.
Then take it and get out of here.
Can I ask why the sudden change of plans? Anyone I should thank?
If he wants to, he'll tell you himself.
Thank you.
Vanda's father. I think this girl's been here before. Victor's file. I have my own file. I'm recruiting for the Gendarme. Is recommended to reject the following candidates meeting. Person related to rebels and troublemakers, Jews, vomiters, any deviation from this social very well guarded. Okay, let's get one on mine. And blah blah blah. There we go. Stanislaw Szulski, body volunteers. Citizen volunteers, financial benefit, father, and husband died, son, for the service for the pros of soul beheld. Oh. During the time of our gracious starfall of Warsaw. Okay. Wanted list. Okay. Wanted notice. Okay. We've got all the things that we could figure out there. Ooh. Hello, everyone. Ooh. Where does this lead? Propaganda. Very big map. Ball card, carnival ball, the public casino ball. Ooh. Carriage. We're going to cemetery. We got it. We got it. Nice, nice. Nice, nice. The fuck is that? I thought that was a penis. Oh my god. What the fuck is that? Ooh. Notice. Parish announcement. Let's put one in. Upper. Upper. Upper.
I'm sure you don't remember me. My name's Hayat, Mordecai Hayat. I wanted to offer my condolences.
Thank you.
Please, forgive my prying. I know Mr. Shulsky took nitroglycerin for his heart, but how did he pass away? Was that his cause of death? His heart?
We've ruled out any coronary causes since the doctors couldn't confirm whether the deceased had a heart.
Yes, I understand. My condolences, once again. I'll leave you alone. I'm sure you want to bid farewell to your father.
Making quips.
I think I ought to arrest you, Taumaturge. Put your hands down. Someone might see. You still haven't figured out who I am? Don't be surprised. The last time we saw one another was 20 kilos ago.
Uncle Veronian?
I will not keep you. The guy's probably all alone back there, among those vultures circling Stasio. I'm sure she'll be glad to see you. Go on. We'll talk later.
Uncle Vorodin.
Sister?
Victor.
Yes, it is all
I'm
your
so
brother.
glad you came. I wasn't sure if my telegram had reached you.
I'm glad too. How are you holding up?
All this caught me off guard, but for now I don't have time to think things through calmly. Look at yourself. What happened?
I'm gonna be honest to my sister.
To Warsaw jail.
What? Are you joking? During the funeral? Are you alright?
Everything's fine, don't worry. Have you written to Mother?
Yes, but what can you expect? You know what Nadia is like. It was never her style to show up for family events like this. It's getting late, and we've still got the reading of Papa's will ahead of us at home. And I'll leave you two alone. I suppose you've got your own matters to clear up.
No. No. do I get rid of this? There. Hoarding. Alright, okay. Can't get rid of that chat thing because it's not. Whatever, okay. Let's just get back to the game.
Fine, let's get this over with. So, it was me who got it right in the end. Back then, on the train platform, was the last time we saw one another. 15 years ago. After brief suffering, fell asleep in the Lord. Brief? I hope not. Did you write this yourself? A tyrant, bigot, and liar, mistakenly absorbed, died after suffering all too briefly. That's better, and definitely closer to the truth. I'm sorry there are so many things I didn't get to say to your face. All those years, I said them over and over to myself in my head. How you were never able to admit a mistake. You never sought blame in yourself. Someone else was always guilty, never you. Mother, because she wanted something for herself in life. Ligia, because she wasn't born a boy. Me, because I was born a thaumaturge, but I didn't want to live following your principles. And now... The day you died, you visited me in my dreams. I was a child when you hounded me out of here, and I remember you as you were back then. But in my dream you looked older. You gave me hell as usual. You didn't believe I'd succeed. You were wrong. I've come back with 2 saluters. Farewell, Father.
Am I intruding?
I'm gonna do that
I
one.
was reflecting at the grave of my beloved father.
You tricked me. I heard something else. Stanisław and I were acquainted. You might say I knew everything about your father. Mr. Victor Szulski, isn't it?
Yes.
Your absence from Warsaw has happily come to an end, I hope.
I don't think so. I intend to leave as soon as I wrap up my family obligations. I doubt we'll have time to meet again.
Who knows? Again, my condolences.
I didn't catch your name.
My name's Konieczkin. Ivan Konieczkin. Goodbye.
Ivan Konieczkin. Interesting.
Such interesting friends you had. I guess I'm more tired than I thought. Great-grandmother Josefina, a thaumaturge.
Eat dirt, Shulsky. I'm sorry. Oh, it was so funny to me. Eat dirt, Shulsky. Oh, I like that. Just meant to be don't care to submit some words on no. Eat dirt, Shulsky. Look at it. Brief words of farewell, the simple words contain a sea of sadness, and long the letter was written. Trembling heart that cannot turn to the loss of my father's death. Steady, slow, more people than I would have guessed continued. For both father turns out that he had both friends who were clearly affected by the
Grandpa Nicolum, a thaumaturge. I barely remember him. We can go. The hardest thing was getting the lid of the urn. The scattering I could handle.
You can play the clown, but I know how much this has cost you. I'm glad you went.
Love at a funeral. Arrow's post-mortem. Is it suitable for a young lady in mourning to fraternize with bachelors? Konstancja Shabłowska, the Warsaw Courier. Could I ask for a brief comment?
Hyena.
Thank you. And you, sir?
We're twins, my dear lady.
The Shulskis reunited. You don't look like a horrid cripple. Why did you leave Warsaw so quickly?
Don't tell her anything. She'll write whatever she wants anyway. And we'd better get going.
Chase the
I
hyena.
suggest you leave. Otherwise, I'll overlook your womanhood and make sure you can never pronounce a single syllable correctly again.
You'd permit that to happen, Judge? Maybe I should write about this.
And who would let you print it?
Someday the press will get the Russian boot off its neck, Judge.
I'm afraid none of us will live to see the day, my dear. Come on, children. I'm sure my Petya is already waiting for us at home.
I'd love to see my cousin.
Are you coming with us?
Yeah, why not?
Thanks.
Get in. I'm sure the lawyer is already waiting for us.
Ooh. The lawyer. Alright, once we get into gameplay and I can save, that's gonna be the end of it. Okay, save.